Hello, it's November 21st, 2025, and yeah, it's been a little bit. My 2 year the 2 year mark of my dad passing was it's gonna bother me. I just got out of shower because you needed to know that. Um, so I don't know why I say stuff. I don't whatever. You get the real me. This is me. It's what it's like in my house. Um, Squirrel. Um, yeah, so been a little while. The 2 year mark of my dad passing was November 12th, and it's been an interesting ride. Uh, I had a little bit of a some issues. I had some nightmares pop up. I had um, you know some minor inconveniences, we'll call it. Uh, was battling getting home, going to sleep, and I was able to pretty much conquer that fairly quickly. But I still had my moments where I was like trying to judge. Well, am I really? Maybe I'm tired. No, no. I just didn't want to think, and but like I said, it was very minor. I was very happy with what the 2 year mark was, but prior to that, and these past couple days have been really good for me, really good, and so prior to that, my brother calls me up. He knew this was going to be a difficult time. Church was praying for me. They prayed for me that Sunday, the ninth. But um, I love my church. I love it. But uh, my brother called me up Saturday evening, and he says, "Hey, can I pick you up?" And I figured he was just wanting to do his daily check-ins, and he wanted to come over. He wanted to make sure because I had a little bit of stent, and I think it was my last video I talked about it. But uh, so I thought, he just wants to make sure I'm okay. Cool. So he picks me up, and he plays a song for me, and from Torn Wells, and the song is Take Back What the Enemy Stole. And I'll never listen. I like the song already, but I'll never listen to it the same now because of what happened. My brother is not a music guy. He's surprisingly getting a little bit more into it, but he said, if I cry, you get what you get. Um, so he says, I know this is gonna be a tough time, and he said, I'm just so tired of. He's basically tired of me not being who he knows me to be. And that's like that's my outward. Like I have a I like to present I like to look good. I like to present myself. This is who I am, and the t-shirts, the hoodies, nothing wrong with them. And there's a time for them. There's whatever. But I was just because I was not going to reward myself for not getting the weight off. What like I'll buy what I have to, but I'm not gonna get anything that's gonna make me happy. Like as far as uh my personality being able to come out, and not that you can't do it with the other stuff. Don't get me wrong. Uh, I, I, I don't mean any. It's This is just who I am. It's a form of expression for me. It's just I'm a loud person, and not not loud. Well, sometimes I am, but So, anyways, yeah, I'm getting off track. Sorry. Um, so my brother, I'm just tired of you, not me. He's just tired of me feeling like, just being locked, not being able to be expressive. He said, he said, you do stuff for people all the time. It's, I'm doing something for you. So he went and took me to the store and got me these, he got me a couple shirts. He's, I want you to shop like you're shopping for yourself. I don't want you not. And so I almost resorted back to my other way of thinking, I was gonna get something that was cheap. It was like, yeah, it's okay, and and I was like, oh my god, because I have a really hard time. Uh, it's just I'm not normally on that end of the receiving, and there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying. I'm just saying that I'm not. It's just weird for me. It's different, and and I thought I don't want to insult him because he's gonna know right away that this is not a Keith shirt, and this is Keith shirts. These are Keith shirts, and so um so I was like, man, I'm sorry, I did nothing. So he took me to another store. He's like, I know you'll find something here. And he was right. I did, and so I shopped like I would shop, and and he got he got the shirts for me, and two shirts, and I thought my thought was I'll let him pick out one, and then I was gonna get the other one because it felt good trying. That's what I was missing that. It felt good to put these clothes on that I liked. I put them on. I'm like, oh, feels pretty good, and so it's almost like like that switch that I was talking about when um the night I was doing CPR, and I cannot explain it any other way, and I know I've said this numerous times already. I don't understand what happened. Another friend told me what she thinks happened was a medical thing, and beyond my knowledge, I understood what she was saying, but I am not going to articulate it here, and because I'm going to look like an idiot. And but it made sense to me, and but um, it was like a switch. Something had turned off. Something had switched in my head, and I don't know how else to say it. I just know something had happened, and like I said, I poured everything out of me that night, everything, and I did everything I could, and there was nothing I could do. There was nothing. So I it just felt really I'm putting these clothes on and I'm like, man, it just felt like something had sparked. Something had, and again, I don't know how else to articulate it. I don't just it just felt like something had, I don't know, just come alive or something, for lack of a better way of explaining it. So I wear one of the shirts on the church next day, and like, oh yeah, Keith, you look really nice, and it just felt good. And not that I seek compliments, it just who I am was coming. It was like who I was being shown, and not just the closed up and like oversized hoodies and whatever. Just plain t-shirts. Again, nothing wrong with any of it, and I will still rock that stuff. But um, it just felt like something to come alive. So I had got I a store that I really like. My wife took me. I'd wanted the shirts from there before, but I didn't realize I could get all the deals that I do. I had no idea, and I just saw it for what it was, and I was like, yeah, I don't know about that. And but they do a lot of crazy deals. Yeah. So she got them. She got me these clothes for not all. So she got me these clothes for my dad's viewing, just to have something new, something. And she was just trying to bring me to life. I was literally numb. I was just, I was breathing, and barely, and so I really fell in love with these clothes, and so they had another deal, and they have deals lots of times, and so I looked and I was like, I'm gonna get me these shirts, and then I got me a sweater too, and I was like, I haven't worn a sweater well in a little over 2 years, and no, so, anyways, it doesn't matter. I haven't worn a sweater in a long time now, and so and I like some of those cashmere sweaters and stuff. I just like it, and maybe a button up underneath whatever. So it just felt good. It felt good, and but so what has followed after is um, my dad's the 2 year mark came, and um, I didn't. My pastor and his wife had sent me this cookie um pack with a nice message on it, and it just felt really good. Like I said, I love my church. I love it, and I tell everyone I love my church, and yeah, and then like I just feel really good, and so I enjoy riding bikes. Going out on trails or whatever, or my Peloton. I enjoy it. I have not enjoyed it though, and because every other time I go to do it now, it's because I'm making myself. It's like I'm nothing in me. It was like it's hard to explain because sometimes you just don't want to go to the gym, but it's like you go because it's part of your life, and it was that felt like it just wasn't. I wasn't able to make the connection, and so the last several days now, I've been active, like going out for walks. Well, actually, I've been doing walks for a couple weeks now. Just prior to my dad passing, I had just prior to my brother taking me out, I was like, I gotta just get myself going. I just feel like I just felt like something was on the verge of a breakthrough, like a breaking of what has just been holding me up, just just keeping me just closed up, and so just been fighting through this, but it's like it's not a making myself. I've allowed myself to instead of just constantly beating myself up about not saving my dad, about gaining so much weight, about this, I'm not doing that fast enough, I'm not this. I worked upstairs. I worked on upstairs. I ate whatever I wanted within reason because I was still somewhat conscious. But I was like, I'm not. I'm gonna see if I want if I want a Dairy Queen, I'm gonna go get it. I just want to feel good. Again, I wasn't gonna allow myself to do it every day, but I just to start breaking some garbage, and it wasn't that my brother bought me these shirts. It was that he took me out and he just tried it, and it was like it just sparked something. And uh I know my brother's watching. He's gonna watch this and he's probably bawling, and it's fine. I love you, man. I am so grateful for you. And it's just funny the role reversal that's happened. You've turned more into an emotional person, and I still am too. I still am too, but it's just funny to me. But in a good way. But uh so that I hope that made you laugh. But that was the point. But yeah, it's just been uh you know the bike's saddle on. I'm having to get readjusted to it. And so the other day I had got on, rode for 20 minutes because I didn't want to overdo it. I'd get myself going. And I just felt like I just wanted to burn some energy just, yesterday. Um yesterday so my dad and I shared a locker at work, and I have not been able to clean his stuff out. It's just embarrassing to open. It's really difficult because stuff I need, I can't find it because it's just it was it looked like a hoarder's paradise, just a locker. Well, a stronghold, whatever. It's a bigger locker. So uh so yesterday, because of an event going on, I got some water cases, and so I wanted to put in my locker, and So I got water. Whatever. I was like, well, I either put this water somewhere else and or um actually clean this locker out. And I was like, I'm ready. I'm good. I'm ready. I'm going to do this. So the only thing I kept was my dad's hard hat and some books that he had written in and his keys. And other than that, it's my locker. And so once I get all the cases of water out, as I drink them, I'll have be able to straighten my locker up more to where it's going to be more. It's going to be nicer. And so uh, it just felt good. It felt good to um, just not be so I'm just close, I'm gonna go to bed now, and to just be awake, alive, and I know this is probably really encouraging for my mom to see, and uh, you know, it's anyways. I did the locker. I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy, but I was talking with a friend later on in the day, and we were talking about just stuff that I've gone through. And someone else had entered the room, and my friend told the other person, Keith has been through. It's been a rough 2 years, and he's really just basically got beat up. It came up organically. She said it organically. It wasn't anything forced. It wasn't a question posed to her. It was just what she's witnessed, what she's watched, and she's watched me with these fights, with fighting, getting through all this, and I left, and I it hit me in the truck, and I was like, man, I didn't know how much I needed to hear that, um, because sometimes I feel like people think I'm being a baby or I'm milking this, and I can't. I don't want to be. This is what I want to be. I want to be like this. I want to be, the cheerful person. This is what I want to be. It's just I just was so closed up. I've just been so. I don't. It just not me. Not like just not me. And like there's aspects. There's like parts shining. Like but this is me, and I like just who I am, and it just feels really good. And so I told her this morning how much I appreciated those words, and that people see that I'm fighting through, and they see that I'm. She said I've grown so much, and she sees and she knows that I'm about to get through to the other side of the mountain here, and I feel it too. I've been feeling it, and I really feel like, man, things are gonna really just start just picking up and just being just just not being so beat up all the time. And yeah, so I just wanted to share that, sometimes you keep getting you beat up, and but just keep fighting through, man. Just keep on, and uh, you know, I'd like to say that maybe if I had just got myself some clothes earlier, clothes that I like, this would have came sooner. But I really believe most things happen for a reason. I believe God is an on time God, and in fact, scripture reading this morning, uh, well, and these group things I did, whatever, but it's rarely God is early. He's an on time God. When it's just it's been a beautiful journey. It's just been. I find myself thankful. I'm in a. I'm just happy with who I am. I'm happy with who I'm becoming, and had I not fought through, had I not persevered and just kept fighting, this would not be possible. This would not. This just wouldn't be me. I would have gave up, And and I, and I feel like I'm just coming alive. And I've said numerous times, I love who I was before. I love that person, but I see who I am today. I see the way I view things. I see the way my excitement for church. I see just just the things, my mindset, just everything that's happening. I'm just so grateful. I'm so happy. And and I hate saying that it came because of doing CPR on my dad. I hate saying that because I wish it would have been something else that could have brought me here. But I've said numerous times, I don't think there's anything else that could have brought me here. And something else I had heard a song lyric today, New Music Friday, um, and and it and the title, the lyric, and I'm going to paraphrase because I don't remember the title of the song, but I'm going to paraphrase was, I wish I had you. It was a Christian song. I wish I had you here longer, but the reality is I'm going to see you on the other side forever, forever. This is just, my dad would say, always say, in 100 years, it's not going to matter. And I said earlier on, maybe in those Facebook Live videos, I don't remember, but which wouldn't have been these. But um, I then said, it doesn't. Yes, for me, the individual, it's not going to matter in 100 years. But for the people that you've touched, it will long live that. But because my parents raised us up in church, because um, of our upbringing, uh, and my parents' um, belief in Jesus, and uh, they're gonna make it to heaven. But so are we, and that's when we make it to the other side. When we make it to heaven, that is forever. You don't have to. You will never have to say, I wish I had one more time. I wish I had one more hour. I wish I had." You'll never have to say it again because you will always, forever, forever. Man, this Keith that I am right now was not the Keith before my dad passed. He simply wasn't. And he wanted to be. He was trying to be, but he just simply couldn't. There was so there's so many barriers. There's so many things that were keeping him from being this. I love who I am today. I love it. And I'm going to see my dad on the other side forever. That's a beautiful thing.